All right, so that's it there. So these are good welds. So through here, this is because it's uh, no, it's easier to weld thicker metal. So that's why they're decent welds there. Don't know if they're that amazing, but hang on, did I just get in the camera again? I don't know if I did or not. I'll check out it later. Anyway, so there they are. So they're actually they're short because I wanted to just do that, and this one I was having trouble. The weld thing was not straight enough, so I kept getting stopped on that outside, that upper weld there that's holding the sheet onto the bar there. So anyway, just showing that I can do neater welds. But yeah, it's not that should be sealed there, you know, but it's not. It's going straight through. And when I used to do it, when I buckled out of the doorway, it was much better. It would cut in and out because the alfoil was out of shape on it. It wouldn't sit flat on it, and that was kind of the reason why. But this just goes straight through. The radio signal just goes straight through. So I don't know. I'm just wondering if it's due to some sort of sabotage of the rest somewhere else in it. So because as far as I was concerned, the rest of the room was sealed. So I kind of got that the first go round. The only reason why I did short welds around this lot here, and then not as you can see, like that was where I was pretty shaky, like still new to it. So you can see that they don't look nice or anything. But the thing is, that's where I filled up a hole there on that, there where that stick is coming off there, and you can see that there. But they worked. That all worked. I got that the first time. The reason why they're so short is because I was so physically fucked. That's as long as I could hold the welding torch for, until I'd start to just wander off it. So that's just how fucked I was. So because of the v2k radio head, remote neural monitoring, I was just so fucked from the drinking. I was just drowning myself in alcohol, and it really made me really fucked. So, and also I was just new to it. I hadn't welded in many years, so done anything. And so if you can see that too well. But that all worked, and now these actually good welds are not working, and it's also welded on the outside as well. So this has been, you know, and I made the outside into a mess. That down in the corners there where I found a hole coming through from the other side. So there was a hole, and then I was sort of chasing it there, like to fill it, kept filling it, and steam kept coming through. So I welded it and then put the wet cloth on the other side, and steam came through, so I found it there. So, but it's kind of not, it's not always easy to fill it. So, and it's pretty messy on the bottom there, so just didn't want to include it there. And this, yeah, it's mainly messy down the bottom there because of all the abuse. Because you just try and think, oh, just keep going, and you're just getting abused, and you sort of stop concentrating. You're not doing good work anymore. But it was a miracle I managed to get all this done in one. Back when I thought he could read my mind, I managed to get all this rest of this done, and it actually works. But this doesn't work. And well, it works, but something's getting straight through. It's going straight through, and I don't think it's the polish on this either, though. I've been buffing it there with something else. I don't think it's that. So I don't know, but I've just realised appallingly that because of the all the abuse and lack of sleep and all this shit that they put me through, that he put me through, this very insecure man with a microphone. It's taken me like, because I bought the metal was rolled and then I had to straighten it and all this stupid stuff, and I could have bought different metal somewhere else, but I just knew that they were going to fuck me over wherever I bought it from. Weird things were going to happen, so I straightened it, and then it's been months, 6 months, because I had to wait for money some fortnights, and then a couple of months had go past just because of things like that, and and so it's just appallingly that just because I buckled the original doorway, which if I just had been thought of putting water on the outside of it when I welded it, might have been okay. And so I'm just appalled at the moment. So it's like 6 months to it, and I don't know how to find. I did find that hole down in the corner there, and then I don't see how this wouldn't be sealed. So around here where all my really crappy welding early on was, and so I don't know, I feel as though they've put some hole in it. I did work out they did empty 2 gas cylinders on me, and that was really expensive for me because with the delivery of it and all that. And so they were getting into my house when I went out, but I haven't left the house with this latest gas cylinder, and I've done a lot of messing around with that one, and I've used a lot more than what I used before the first MIG one ran out. So they did empty that up. So but anyway, so there you go. So I can actually weld pretty good, but this is thick metal, so that's 3 mil plate there, and it's going on to 10 mil. So I did it pretty hot, not as hot as the welder can go, but a lot hotter than what you'd normally do for 3 mil. A lot hotter, just to get it onto that 10 mil there. So, and so I don't really know where, because it's pretty good solid welding on the inside of this one. I'm starting to wonder again if they did do something to the rest of this somewhere. It's obviously a blocked hole because light doesn't come through it, but I mean, it needs to be pure metal to block the radio waves for the radio head, for them to reach the crystal, to broadcast to the crystal that's been put in everybody's faces. So when they were babies, presumably. So there you go. There it is. I really know what to do there. So I don't know. I'm just sort of stopped with it. So don't know what to do. So anyway, but I just wanted to show you that the inside there it's like should be working, but it's not. I mean, I don't know how I got all of this on the first go, all the rest of it on the first go back then, and now I can't get this done. And it's just ridiculous. Like, I mean, it's just such a simple thing, just heavy duty alfoil on some cut out metal, with with strip magnets put around it, and they're down there. It works. I've tested it as well. It does work. I tested it back when this thing was at like about 40 grit. This around this doorway was about 40 grit that I'd sanded it at, and then I ended up sanding it up to 2000, and then polished it, and now I've just been putting some light cut and polish on it. That's why it looks different like that now. That's why it's like that. But anyway, I don't think I really got it where I wanted to go on the polishing. I think I'll do it, but I don't believe it's it, because it was like working on the 40 grit, because I tested it when it was out, not with this, but it was closed. There was all metal through this cutout bit. I don't want to put myself into it there. Just all metal and this cutout bit. It was all, and there was a little metal box in the middle, and that's where I put the radio in. So I was able to test it. The L4 wasn't even because it was sticking up, and yeah, it was cut in a bit, but it was mostly out. And this it's just gone. When I put the L4 up on this, it just goes straight through. And I'd already tested the whole room was okay. The whole room was okay, but I think may have gotten to somewhere in the rest of the room and made a hole somewhere. It only takes one hole. So yeah, this is the thing about being gang stalked. You know, they let you go and they just slow you down and not slow you down enough, and by the end of it, you realise your whole life's gone and they wasted all of it. And that's how they do it. So. I don't know if you'd call that spite or what you'd call it, but that's what they do.